The show can't start until we crack open a bottle of Revelton. Whether it's their crisp, clean vodka, the bold spice of their rye whiskey, the rich smoothness of bourbon, or the original honey whiskey that started it all, every pour is a taste of craft and passion straight from the heart of Iowa. So pour yourself a drink, settle in, and get ready to relax, laugh, and enjoy the show.
I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Under the bright lights, the crowd screams loud. Steel cage rising, bodies hit the ground. Blood, sweat, and glory, this ain't no show. It's a fight for survival, it's all we know. From the top rope, defying the sky. We're locked in a hole, fighting to survive. A heel turns cold, the baby face burns. One wrong move and the tables will turn. Share shots and chokeholds. Pain in the air. Tap out or blackout, you best beware. High-flying daredevils, warriors on might. Only the toughest survive the fight. Match stay red, echoes of the past. Submission locked in, will they break or last? The rip counts one, the rip counts two. Kick out at three, and you battle on through. From the top rope, the fire in the sky. We're locked in a hole, fighting to survive. A heel turns cold, the baby face burns. One wrong move and the tables will turn. Chair shots and chokeholds. Pain in the air. Tap out or blackout, you best beware.
What's up, JT?
Greetings. I apologize in advance for the meowing cat in the background.
Well,
Trying
you
to
just
make an
catch me
addition.
out.
Exactly. There we go. So
Coming in hot off the bench.
here's Cricket, who's apparently 13 and a half and very much not happy with the addition of the new kitten, but
That
we'll
happens,
figure
man.
it out or we won't. So
Hey, dude, you know what? There's a lot of professional wrestling factions out there that weren't happy with, with the originals.
that's
you know,
fair.
with the new people, or coming in. Like, look at Evolution.
Yep.
Jindrak. They didn't
Yep.
like Mark Jindrak. So let's get Dave Bautista in here. Fucking
Whatever happened to Jindrak?
dude, he went down to AAA.
Did he?
killing it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he went down to
Okay.
AAA. He made himself the most money that you can in Mexico, being that gringo. I mean, he was the gringo down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he had a hell of a career. And you know what's funny is, like, I forgot that Jindrak was at WCW initially.
What? Everyone was at WCW for like at least a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but when he was so young though at the time,
Yeah.
where I'm like, because he was buddy with Randy Orton and things like that. Where I was like, there's no way. I mean, he just didn't have the WCW at the time. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, rugged look, but not. He
wasn't a good fit. Like, there was a definite difference, especially back then between WCW and WWF, where you were that guy, you were that guy, and if you weren't that guy, you were ECW. Like,
right. He wasn't. He looked like a WWE guy.
yes, he did.
Because he wasn't a Steiner. He wasn't Booker T, Buff Bagwell. There's like that. Like, there's not that polish on him. Like, he had that polish of WWE on him.
Yeah, he was the
right when he
cut
started.
guy. Like, yeah, he was a physical. Yeah,
He wasn't a cruiserweight by any means. You know what I mean?
No.
Like he wasn't, and then he wasn't top billing. He was like, I mean, I can't even say this about Sean O'Hare. Remember Sean O'Hare, right?
Yeah,
The Devil's Advocate.
yeah.
Where he had that kind of, like, I don't know. He wasn't shiny, but he was a WCW guy. But he also wasn't. He wasn't as tough as nails ECW. I don't know. But anyway, we're way off track already, man. Fucking what?
9:45, which that's fine. I'm a night owl anyway, so
We're 2 minutes into this late show with JT and Jake.
There we go.
No Joe Knapp because Mr. Knapp is traveling for wrestling business.
Is he ever not traveling? Like,
Spurs, dude, he's a businessman world, man. I'm a one-man band right now.
I'm not entirely sure he actually has a home he lives in. He might be a nomad.
Might just sleep in his car in GC and Lobby. Who knows? No, he's out. He's in Indianapolis right now for the Squared Circle Expo, which is next to WrestleCon, the biggest kind of convention for professional wrestling fans. So I went last year, helped Joe out with Snitsky, and that was great, man. You were able to connect and meet with people, and he might jump on. I don't know. You'll have to let me know, JT being the producer, if he tries to slide in.
Yep, I'll let you know. By the way, speaking of Snitsky, I got a Facebook notification either today or yesterday that it was a 1-year anniversary at Snitsky on.
Oh, no kidding.
It was episode number 2. So, yeah, and he killed it. Like, Snitsky always kills it. Like, yeah. He's just a great dude.
He's a great dude, man. And I'll let Joe kind of announce kind of what happened with him, where he's going to be seeing Snitsky here soon.
Okay.
Out in Las Vegas, wink, wink, if you know what I mean. So until Joe gets back, I won't say anything. But no, I mean, I know he's probably watching. If not, he's networking with some professional wrestlers out there in Indianapolis, dude. And that Squared Circle show, man, you know, they put on, it's great, dude. It's just great. It's the Wyndham. It's just on the outskirts of Indianapolis, and it's just a fucking great time, dude. You get to meet and hang out and just be bros with some of the guys you grew up with, and it's you mark out. You don't want to mark out,
no,
but you mark out. I mean, you know, it's awesome. He's doing some good work. Hopefully, he's getting some guys signed up for the pod here soon. He's with Mark Capani, aka Muhammad Hassan, this weekend. Yep. So if you guys are watching, man, wish I was there, but duty calls. You're in the great state of Iowa. So, yeah.
All right. So, for real quick, can you reposition yourself or your phone so you don't have a light coming behind you, making you look like you're Jesus in a halo?
That's Shawn Michaels' tag team partner, brother.
There you go.
That's what I have. No, I can't. I'm not gonna mess with it, man. I'll just try to maybe. I'll just stand behind it. Maybe my big ass head can.
There you go. You're good.
Can block it out. But yeah, no, we've got a lot to talk about because it's been a couple of weeks since we've done this.
I don't even know how long it's been. There's been so much going on in my world. I don't even know. So,
dude, it's been crazy, man. With baseball season with Joe, and then I've got my 2 boys here. It's hard to kind of connect here on a Thursday night, but I'm glad we're able to do this tonight. And talk because it is it's professional wrestling's Super
It's
Bowl
March
season.
Madness. It's March Madness opening day was today. My day started off good as a Cubs fan, and then yeah.
I haven't even seen anything. Shout out to them Hawkeyes.
Yeah, that was a great game. That was an awesome game.
Yeah, no.
So was the Purdue and Texas game. I had that on my phone because obviously Purdue did. It was a freaking knock them down, like just beat the shit out of each other game. It was awesome. So
nice. Yeah,
and I hate Texas. Fuck the FCC.
Big Ten game. Yeah, fuck the SEC. Yeah. And fuck the FCC.
It just means more. It just means more. How does it mean more? What does that mean, SEC? You're better than the Big Ten? Like, I'm sorry. Are more Big Ten teams there or more SEC teams there? The math ain't mathing. So.
Right. No, so we've got a lot to talk about because here's the thing.
Yes, we did.
March Madness. Opening day. WrestleMania season. Dude.
We are so polar opposites on this, but that's great.
This is the best. It's the best.
WrestleMania season is the best.
It is. I mean, it's when they start cooking.
Yes.
And
as long as Goldberg doesn't get a title from Kevin Owens for no fucking reason, it's good.
You got to bring that up, man. That's a bad day, dude. What? I'm not. You're not bringing that up. You're just bringing up the fact that Universal title used to be red. Those straps were red, and then WWE Championship was blue. I'm like, they're fucking ugly.
Well, that was kind of the SmackDown and Raw thing, red. But
get rid of it. Get rid of the
black
brand thing.
The title should be black, and there should be one white title, and that's the Intercontinental title.
JT, why do we have brand splits if they're just going to hop back and forth?
Who knows?
I just don't get it. Back in the day,
metrics.
When it was Steph and Paul Heyman running SmackDown, and then it was Eric Bischoff and Triple H running Raw, that it made sense because you had two sets of different identities.
You had brands.
You had Raw, which was like, your pristine. They had the big gold belt and everything like that. Then you had WWE, WWE SmackDown, where it was fucking ruthless aggression. You talk about ruthless aggression. Yeah. SmackDown was ruthless aggression. Right now I don't know what. Sometimes I don't even know what show I'm watching. I'm like, is it Raw? I mean, I know I'm
it's because it's the fancy stats, it's the metrics, it's the money where all these stat nerds get out there and say, if we do this, it'll be better. And just like, do what makes sense. Do what makes sense. If you do what makes sense, 9 times out of 10, it's going to work out.
Dude, I get the brand jumping like this time of year, but then also it's like, but they brand jump way too many times over the course of the
one
entire
or two
year.
Guys like Stone Cold or The Rock brand jumping back in the day. That's fine. Okay. But like, why is everybody doing it? It doesn't.
Dude, it just drives me nuts. It's the short-term booking. I mean, it's nobody looking. It's nobody looking for the future. I was watching a podcast today with JBL and the Undertaker, and he was talking about how JBL and Eddie Guerrero had to go on after Undertaker, and I don't know who it was, but it was for the WWE Championship, and that was like that SmackDown. It was that branded pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And so again, you didn't have guys from Raw coming over and like it just meant more back in the day. That's old man yelling at clouds right now.
But you're right. That's exactly it. Like everything is one of the best things that WWE has done in the past 10 years was the Sami Zayn story arc. And how long did that take for him to turn on the Usos with the chair?
Yeah, but it was some fucking complete cinema, dude.
It was cinema. It didn't matter how long it took. Like, it was so great. Like, they built up, and you knew what's going to happen. It happened. That pop.
Right.
Because you invested the time in it. Like, but that's society now. We're not interested in a 2-hour movie. We watch TikTok for 2 hours.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. I mean, how many times
it's quantity over quality.
How many times do you put on a show and then start scrolling your phone?
Every fucking time.
Right, exactly. So maybe you're right. Where they're creating the oh my god moments on your phone. It's just like the NBA. NBA doesn't give a fuck about their ratings. They care about their Twitter feeds.
Exactly. I'm wearing an Avalanche inspired shirt here. So one of my favorite memories from sports is the Avalanche were there you go. The Avalanche
we're gonna get into this later.
We'll get into it. The Avalanche were the worst team in hockey. They had 48 points in an 82-game season. Their longest winning streak was 2. Patrick Waugh, the greatest goaltender of all time, rage quit 6 weeks before the season, so they got this coach and just had to figure it out. The next season, it comes down to the last game of the playoffs in Denver, Colorado versus St. Louis. Winner goes to the playoffs, loser goes home. And the thing was, I didn't have to check my phone. So for the entire game, I was engaged in just the game in front of me.
Locked in.
And it was so great. It's game 82, and they end up going to the playoffs, and they didn't win the Stanley Cup or anything. But it's like, this is the way we used to do it. Why can't we get back to that? Like, but
there's so much content now. There's more content in this world than there ever has been. It's just like professional wrestling. Like you had WCW and WWE. That was it.
And you had ECW.
Yeah, but I mean,
they didn't do their pay-per-views every month, maybe once every 2-3 months. And
they were on TNT, back in the.
No, but they might be late night KDSM, they might be cable access, but
Which ROH is it's funny because they're late night on KDSM, and I think they're early mornings too. They used to be, but like there's so much content out there now, but like. You need something to kind of trap you, and this is why I like WrestleMania season, because they actually put in the hard work and they put in what they should be doing, 24/7, 365. But my biggest thing is, and I text you this, it was like, dude, I've been watching, going back and watching, and just going back and watching the past 3 episodes of Raw. Raw's been so fucking good, but I want to get this one off my fucking chest. I have to. Quit with the guy in the black hooded sweatshirt and the mask. I am fucking sick and tired of seeing Austin Theory. I don't give a fuck if it was him. Seth Rollins, I don't give a fuck if it was him. I'm sick and fucking tired of seeing that goddamn get up.
It's going to be
I was sick and tired of it after the fucking first time I saw it. The second time I saw it, when we clearly knew it was Seth fucking Rollins. I was like, this is fucking lazy. This is lazy fucking booking. Quit this shit. Quit fucking coming out here. I don't know why Seth's getting fucking arrested. I understand he was, you got the restraining order and shit like that. Well, he's a fucking employee. I mean, it's so fucking stupid, man. And he's got these fucking little gremlins coming running around and stuff like that. I'm like, it's a fucking joke. It's a joke. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done with it.
It's by the same people that decided that Mae Young giving birth to a hand and the non-Raw general manager being fucking Hornswoggle. After all that build-up, fucking Hornswoggle.
Hey, Hornswoggle, Vince McMahon's illegitimate son. Come on.
I'm not going to touch that one because we could, but anyway.
But no,
you know what I'm thinking.
It's fucking lazy fucking booking.
Yeah.
And you should be. Again, I'm going back because everything around it, everything that's surrounding this fucking stupid little storyline. And don't get me wrong, man. Paul Heyman is saving that fucking storyline. Saving it, man. You saw how disheveled he looked when he came back after getting stomped. Mm-hmm. Like he was fucking, the thing where he goes, he said this before, where if he has to look disheveled on TV, he will stay up at night. He will stay up all fucking night. He won't shave for 3 days. He looks fucking horrible.
He's a character actor.
Yeah, he is, man. And
he is. He always has been. Paul Heyman is a character.
Don't fucking waste Paul Heyman's talents on the shitty fucking little fucking runaround mask fucking thing. We all know who's under the fucking mask. You know what? You really want to get me? You want to put someone under that fucking mask and really fucking get me? Because we already know it's Seth Rollins every time. Put Dean Ambrose under that motherfucker. Which, by the way, you got a little name drop on Monday night.
There's no way in hell that Jon Moxley is ever going back to WWE. Ever.
Hey, Ultimate Warrior. Bret Hart, hey.
Okay, if Dean, I'm all right. I'm marking it right now. Dean Ambrose goes back.
If Owen Hart's corpse could sign a contract, he'd be back in WWE.
Nope. Dean
Ambrose. Yes, he would.
Jon Moxley going back to WWE, I would shave my head. You heard it here first. That's how confident I am.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I will hold
you didn't listen to any of the Moxley podcasts after left WWE, did you?
Did you? You never listened to all the CM Punk podcasts after he left WWE, did you?
No.
I don't ever say never.
But he changed his mind. No, Moxley was done. He and Renee are so much happier in AEW. He's not going back to WWE. That is completely insane. But I get why people want to think that, but maybe 20 years from now, but no. He likes what he does. He likes hanging out with his buddy Sami Callihan. He likes doing the Death Riders and all that. No, he gets to act who he wants.
Dude, there's so much more opportunity than when he left WWE at the first time. I mean, the only time, really. It's different. Imagine him going down to AAA.
He could do AAA. He could go to New Japan, but he's not going to go to WWE. He doesn't care about that shit. He was to have good matches, beat the shit out of a guy, wrestle murder grandpa for no reason on a random Wednesday night and call it good. Like, you guys...
JT, every time we get him out here, we just start getting in a fucking argument. It's just like,
yeah, we do.
No, you're wrong. We're like brothers.
But we're opposite sides, but this is good content. Like, this is... You and I are completely different sides, but, like, the thing
Mark my words, he will come back one day, and it's going to be sooner than you fucking think.
What do you want to bet?
The longevity of this fucking bet, you're saying never. I'm saying sometime.
All right, 5 years? 10 years?
No, 5. I'll do 5.
So 5 years.
Yeah. I'll shave my hair. I'll shave my hair versus hair. Fuck it, hair versus hair.
No, your hair's too nice. I'm not going to do that to you.
No, hair versus hair. I don't care. I thought Kurt Angle's hair was nice.
Okay, yeah, hair versus hair, and if it ends up coming to that, we'll get some sort of not sponsor, but what's the word I'm looking for? Charity involved.
Yes. Hey, Alexa, in 5 years, remind me that I got a hair versus hair for Jon Moxley. She's going to be like, who the fuck is Jon Moxley? Anyway.
I'll tell you what.
What? Go ahead. I want to talk to you. I want to tell you about a hair.
No. Instead of the hair, we'll involve one of our sponsors. Winner has to buy. The loser has to buy the winner a night at Iowa Beef Steakhouse.
All right, perfect.
There we go. So
there ain't no fucking loser there. There. Not at all.
No, not at all. So.
No, but speaking of hair versus hair, have you ever heard the story? And I brought up Kurt Angle. Have you ever heard that story where like Edge was, when he was going over, when him and Kurt Angle had the hair versus hair match? I think it was Vengeance, 2000.
I've heard it, but I know I've heard it on a podcast. But you're gonna have to remind me.
They were ribbing. Vince McMahon ribbed Edge, saying he was losing his hair.
Okay.
He's like, Kurt's gonna go over, everything, and fucking Edge is all moping around the entire day. He's like, man, he's sitting up.
You have a head of hair like he does. I understand. Like,
right? He's like, man, are you really you're kidding me? He's pissed. They didn't tell him until like when they were in Gorilla. Like, hey, actually, Kurt's gonna shave his head.
Would have been better if they just told him in the ring, like, just Earl Hebner, by the way, you're going over, kid.
Yeah, that would have been funny. But I mean,
or at Charles that point, whoever.
Yeah, well, at that point, you're getting like the juice flowing for Edge for a young guy. He's going to be like, all right, now he's going to be all jacked up. You got the juices flowing for like Kurt. He's pulled this rib on everybody. Everybody's having fun. It's hilarious. But anywho, we're talking about the past. Let's talk about now.
Sure.
I want to go back. The Seth Rollins thing. I mean, where do you see this going? Because I think clearly you have the Usos, and I say this very. Because you haven't kept up with Raw.
No.
Really?
No.
Okay, so
sorry.
On Monday night, Usos are defending the tag team championships against the Vision. So Austin Theory and Logan Paul. With all this stuff that's happened with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, Brock is obviously with Oba Femi. We'll get to that too. Oh, Bob, because Oba rocks. You've got Jey Uso, who is kind of looking like he's turning heel because of this whole Roman shit, which I think his candle has ceased to exist. That flame. I mean, obviously he's yeet, but you can still. He's going to get turned at some point. It's going to happen.
You have to.
And so that's going to leave the Vision maybe at WrestleMania with the Usos, but that's kind of a weird storyline because it kind of feels forced because Jey Uso isn't getting involved with the Roman Reigns and CM Punk thing. And so I'm like, where does this leave Seth? Now you're fucking kind of banking on Braun Breaker coming back. Which I hope, all signs are pointing that he's going to be back. And so I think Braun's going to be your new Paul Heyman guy. He's going to leave everybody else in the dust. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm hoping, and I think that's what they're hoping.
So do you do Braun versus Brock then?
No, you're doing Braun versus Seth because
Braun versus Seth. Okay.
Because Seth's going after Paul Heyman. Well,
okay.
Well, this week, or last week, you had Seth and Brock in the ring because Brock is a Paul Heyman guy still through and through, and he's the advocate again for him. Well, then you had Oba Femi kind of siding with Seth. And so Oba Femi comes out and he puts fucking Brock Lesnar down. So, and then he punked him again this week. It was like, oh, dude. And Oba Femi, I wasn't sold. Just like I wasn't on Danhausen. And we can go back to Danhausen. You heard me. I'm on this fucking stream going, that fucking sucked.
No, the debut was fucking terrible. And Danhausen is awesome.
And I thought the debut of Oba Femi was fucking forced. Like
they do that. That happens.
But I'm hearing Goldberg, dude. But my son's getting all jacked up. I'm getting all jacked up. He's putting fucking Brock in his place. Brock's putting him over, dude. And that's how good fucking Brock Lesnar is, right? Because this guy's a fucking maniac, and he's the UFC heavyweight champion, NCAA heavyweight champion. This guy shouldn't be he should be stomping through everybody.
But at some point, you got to pass the torch.
You do, and Brock's
and that's the guy you pass the torch to.
Brock's into fucking make money, dude. He's into fucking make business decisions. He's making business decisions. And you got a guy like Oba Femi come out, and I'm like, okay. And then he does what he does to Brock. It's like, holy shit. Now I'm seeing what these people are seeing. Like the whole fucking mystique, man. I'm in. I'm sold. I'm bought. It's like, fuck it, dude. I'm in. I'm in.
And how many times have we had the big dude and it just never fucking works?
Right, exactly.
And it feels like this is legit, like, because he's the big dude, but he can do all the other things.
And he could cut a hell of a promo.
And he can work with anybody. Like, sometimes the big dude has to get stuck with Jericho because he's the only one who knows how to work a big guy.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Or Rey Mysterio because he sells so well. Like, yeah, it's like...
Right. Like,
the other thing for me is he's not stiff. A lot of big guys are stiff just because there's no... And it's just physics. You're that big, you can't move. You don't have the quick twitch muscles, but
6'8", 300 pounds. Fuck.
He's a fucking freak.
I know, man.
And it's awesome.
Exactly. You're like, holy shit. Actually, for a big man, let's talk about big men that can move. JBL was pretty fucking good.
JBL was Freedom Podcast, or I think it was maybe, God, we were asking like Dustin Rhodes or Undertaker, like, who was the guy who was really underrated in the ring? And I want to say it was Taker's like, JBL was fucking great, but that's not what we needed out of him. So that's not what he did. Like, they said the clothesline from hell, when he hit you with it, it felt like it was coming from hell.
Dude, it's funny to watch that ascension from when he was John Bradshaw Layfield, like the Bradshaw before he was APA Bradshaw. Yep. Or, I'm sorry, the Acolytes, when he was with the Ministry of Darkness, then APA, then his JBL. But you have to realize this, man. He was fucking money. And I go back to that brand split. He fucking carried SmackDowns. And Paul Heyman has that one fucking line at ECW One Night Stand. He goes, the only reason why you're champion on SmackDown, JBL, is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays.
That was great.
It's like, but dude, you have to give the guy his props. And we met him actually, again, shout out to Joe. We met him last year at Squared Circle Expo, and he was just the nicest guy you could ever fucking meet.
That's the nicest guy. That's what I'll harp on. Everyone says don't meet your heroes. Every wrestler I've met has been legit, awesome. Like Sean Waltman. The only reason I'm a wrestling fan is the 1, 2, 3 kid. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't meet heroes. Sweetest guy I ever met. That's the first time I actually met Joe. Like, the guy was awesome, so accommodating, and all the shit that guy has been through.
Right.
Like a lot of the clique. Like,
right.
I'm happy you're here, brother, and I'm happy you're healthy, and I'm happy you're happy.
Yeah,
because he deserves it.
He got the worst end of being like, the clique, but he was the young kid even as they got older, right? He was still the little kid. So he had
following HBK, who was doing this stuff, Razor Ramon, who was doing the stuff, and Kevin Nash, who was but not as much. But like
Somas,
But back then they're on the road so much. You needed. I don't know how they survived without anything.
Right,
like being on the road that much, like your body can only take so much, like just to travel as a human being today, just as a regular person. Like you can. I was talking to my friend Ryan, who sent me a bunch of weird messages last night. Like, dude, what's going on? He's just like, I haven't had a day off in 8 days, and I'm just at my wits end. I'm like, dude, okay, well, let's talk. Like, let's calm down. Like, it's fine. Like, yeah.
Can you imagine doing that 365 days a year?
No, not 100. No. I can't imagine making it through one match.
And just being like, working, you're working in the ring for 5 to 10 minutes, doing the house show things, with 1, 2, 3 kids, he's probably working 20. But then you're okay. Yeah. Just because you leave the ring doesn't mean you're not working. You're still fucking working. Like
you might do another match later that night. Like, yeah.
No, I'm just saying you're just still on the road. You're still, you got to, back in the day, you used to have to tear down the ring or you got to make the next down, things like that. It's like, you're still fucking working. And so, that guy really never got to grow up. And so, but being that young guy, right. Yeah. Be on that totem pole of everybody. Cause Triple H didn't do his thing. He didn't drink, he didn't smoke, blah, 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 just like Kevin Nash. But being the young kid, he always was seen as the young kid. Does that make sense? He didn't have the opportunity to mature.
No, and that's by the time he was finally ready to mature, he was in the public eye. And look at celebrities, look at Britney Spears. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Fame does shit to people, which is amazing to me. How Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift are still like normal fucking people, despite being the most famous people at their position, like insanity level fame, and they still make it work.
They don't touch that.
No, and they've also got people around them. They got good families, and they got a support system that keeps them in check.
Yeah, speaking of Taylor Swift, you want to do a wrestling? Kind of connection?
Go ahead.
She was Jeff Jarrett's kid's babysitter before.
Yes, I did know that, which is insane. Jeff Jarrett's a guy I used to hate until his recent run. And I'm like, this guy's actually fucking awesome.
He's fucking sweet, dude. He is.
Same thing with Dustin Rhodes. I never cared for Dustin Rhodes. The more I learned about how he is behind the scenes, like Dusty Rhodes kids, they're doing all right for themselves.
Yeah, you know what, man? I loved Goldust back in the day. You know, when he had that WrestleMania match with Roddy Piper and Holloway. Yeah. And then I was explaining that. Who was I explaining that to? I was explaining it to a buddy of mine. I was like, you don't remember Goldust having a speech impediment because he got electrocuted. He's like, what did he get electrocuted? I was like, yeah, Triple H threw him into this, blah, 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 all this. And I was like, oh, man, here we go. But you know what, dude? I loved Goldust back in the day. But, like, as I watch podcasts and, like, and what kind of rubbed me the wrong way was with him and Maven. So Maven and him had that WrestleMania 17 or 18 match.
Okay.
And Maven, it was a hardcore title match, and Goldust, he held the trash can in front of his face. Maven missed. He whiffed on the drop kick, and you know it was a big botch. Blah blah blah, whatever. But as you've seen Maven with his podcast and his show on YouTube, he's going back and kind of like, you know, acknowledging, you know, kind of what happened in wrestling and his faults and, you know, things that he learned, things like that, which, so he ran into Dustin Rhodes, and Dustin Rhodes kind of like, gave big time to him a little bit.
Oh, really?
Maven was like, hey, thank you so much. Like, you carried me, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. And he's like, you can go watch. I'll send it to you later. It's like,
yeah, but Maven was set behind the 8 ball with the whole tough enough and all that. Like, especially back then. Back now, like it would be. Like, okay.
But this you're talking about a guy who went on to Mark Calloway's podcast. You know, The Undertaker, and when he had when he was not with his wife, when he was with that other guy. He sat down with Maven, and him and Maven, they're fucking buddy best friends. It was crazy, and they take like I come on Instagram, and I see fucking pictures, like selfies with the both of them. They're just drinking whiskey and things like that. And you talk about like a guy who talks about paying dues in the business, and he's he's almost best friends with the guy that came through like tough enough. Like, all right, Dustin Rhodes, like. This guy's giving you fucking your flowers right now, and you're kind of almost giving him a cold shoulder. Like, what the fuck are we doing right here?
Yeah,
we're way off topic.
We are way off topic.
It's WrestleMania, we're talking about WrestleMania 19.
Maybe
17.
We should do a commercial break and then come back and get back on track. What do you think about that?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, here we go.
You need to watch this if you struggle with finding rare sports collectibles. Hat Trick Breaks has got you covered. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or a dedicated collector, Hat Trick Breaks is your ultimate destination. Dive into the excitement of live card breaks, where every rip of the pack could reveal a gem. Meet your sports heroes at our exclusive autograph signings and take home a piece of the action. Our community is all about passion, connection, and unforgettable experiences. Join us on Facebook, and let's turn your sports dreams into reality. Hat Trick Breaks, where every break is a win.
In the heart of Des Moines, one name has stood above the rest: Iowa Beef Steakhouse. Step inside, and you enter a place where tradition still matters, where the atmosphere feels familiar, warm, and unmistakably Iowa. Service isn't rushed. It's personal, attentive, and rooted in genuine care. And before the main event, the freshest start in the city, our signature salad bar, crafted every single day. Then comes the reason people have returned for generations: Iowa beef. Hand-seasoned with pride, guided by flame, forged by heat. This is where flavor becomes legend. Served with the same care it was crafted with, a meal meant to be remembered. And whether the night calls for bold, smooth, or something in between, our bar offers a selection as rich as our history, including the old-fashioned we've become known for: balanced, timeless, unforgettable. And long after the fire cools, the glow of this place stays with you. Iowa Beef Steakhouse, 1201 East Euclid Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa, where Iowa comes for steak, done right. Let's be honest, pizza is something almost every family enjoys. You're already grabbing one at the store, so why not choose the best tasting pizza that also supports a cause we all care about? That was the challenge behind We Will Pizza. Create the ultimate frozen pizza for Cyclone fans. Big flavor, bold toppings, and options for everyone, including gluten-free choices that don't sacrifice taste. And if you haven't tried it yet, the real MVP? The breakfast pizza. Perfect for early kickoffs, tailgates, or watch parties when Hilton Magic or Jack Trice Energy is calling. Every bite helps benefit Iowa State student athletes, so your game day spread does more than just taste amazing. It gives back. We Will Pizza. Made for Cyclone fans, built for tailgates, and ready whenever you are. We will, you will, Cyclones will.
Buying or selling a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. That's why choosing the right real estate team matters. The Jenny Farrell team with RE/MAX Concepts has been helping families across the Des Moines metro find the right home since 1998. Born and raised right here in the community, Jenny understands the neighborhoods, the market, and what truly makes a house feel like home. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading your space, or preparing to sell, the Jenny Farrell team provides expert guidance every step of the way, from market analysis and listings to negotiations and closing. Their consultative approach means you'll feel confident, informed, and supported throughout the entire process. Jenny Farrell Team, RE/MAX Concepts. Call or text 515-779-7500. Visit jenniferfarrell.remax.com. Experience you can trust. Results you can move into.
And we're back.
Yo. Okay, so yeah, we got way off topic, but so let's stick on to like the WrestleMania things because
yes,
I really want to get. There's a reason why I'm wearing this shirt, this rock shirt.
I just figure you're a Texas Longhorns fan. Horns down, baby. Hell yeah.
I am sitting there watching Raw. And okay, as a dad of a 4-year-old and a fucking 7-month-old, you gotta realize it takes me a little bit, like a couple days to watch Raw. I mean, I literally finished this week's episode last night.
There you go.
And it was at the CM Punk promo, and sometimes I got cuts of promo, man. Let's couple naughty words slip out. He's got to go with the cuss jar. But anywho, I was noticing like LA Knight was getting into it with the Usos, and the camera angle was kind of like tricky because they were talking about, we don't talk about our family, blah blah. You only have something nice to say about my family. You know, you say that's all you could say. You don't talk bad about my family. Well positioned on the truck, staring at LA Knight. The Rock.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from the final boss, and he keeps getting brought up a little bit by Roman. Like, you're going to have hell to pay. Keep talking about my family. You're going to have hell to pay, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, The Rock's coming. He's coming. And I know we have a lot of sour grapes about The Rock right now.
Well, he's got a movie coming out, too, so.
Moana.
Oh, God, the
Make
hair.
way. Make way. Come on,
God,
man.
he just,
man.
oh, God. Anyway. The Rock with the hair, like, just.
It does not look good. I saw it for the first time today. It does not look good.
You know, if he ever wanted to play a very tan version of Michael Bolton, he can do that now.
Yeah, he could do that. He's jacked as Bowie. Well, he ain't fat to be Bowie. He's not fat jacked. He's not Samoan fat jacked. He's just jacked. And I'm like, this is fuck. I saw it. I'm like, I can't believe. Like, what the fuck? But anywho, the guy's gonna sell his tickets. He's gonna have to do this shit. You know, blah blah blah. But I'm sitting there going, this is weird how they have the positioning. But also when The Rock and Cody Rhodes are going at it last year, you know, it was like, was it last year? God damn it! Has it been 2 years? I think it's been 2 years. I
don't ask me for a concept of time right now. I'm in a different reality.
It's so bad. But when Rock and Cody Rhodes are going at it, it had to have been last year. they had that Stone Cold.
That was last year, yes.
Yeah, they had the Stone Cold pickup, like, truck too as well. So you thought Stone Cold was coming, which, by the way, 316 Day being last week, no Stone Cold down in San Antonio, Texas. Fuck that. But we did have Cold Stone Steve Austin. We had Cold Stone Steve. Dan Housen.
So excited.
Dan Housen.
He's so great.
Cursed.
I'm glad I was nervous knowing he's a very heavy gimmick that the WWE audience wouldn't get into.
Santino Marella fucking made a goddamn shit ton of money.
Exactly.
R-Truth continues to make a shit.
That's a great analogy. Yeah. That's a great analogy.
I'm just saying.
R-Truth, goddamn, that guy looks good for like, what, is he 50, 52?
Black don't crack.
He is amazing. Him and Billy Gunn.
I forget he's bald too right now.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, him and Billy Gunn. But I mean, Billy Gunn with that testosterone. But anywho, no, I'm sitting there thinking, like, dude, like, it's got to be, like, what are they going to do with LA Knight? Like, what realistically, what are they going to do? They might have a gimmick match. Maybe this is a Tom Brady thing, because Tom Brady's coming to WWE. If you see what he's doing with Logan Paul on the side.
And that's the thing is, that's a perfect fit, because you always need the guy who can work with anybody. Like, once again, Chris Jericho works with anybody. That can, or AJ Styles work with anybody that can work with a celebrity to make sure he's taking care of her. Cody Rhodes with Shaq back in the day. That's a good call. I like that a lot. Like, yeah. And also LA Knight, you got the whole Hollywood thing events. That makes sense.
Yep. And then you've got the beef with like Logan, things like that. And it could go a multitude of ways. It could.
Yes.
It could, because Tom Brady's going to fucking be there. No ifs, ands, buts about it. The Rock's going to fucking be there. In what capacity? I don't know. LA Knight's going to be there. So I think it's going to be LA Knight and The Rock doing something. They've got to get quick. But, I mean, WrestleMania's fucking late this year, dude. It's like in the third week of April. And so
this calendar year is really weird with the way things are falling, just for everything. Olympics, World Cup.
Opening day.
Like, everything's just like, what the hell are we doing?
Right. And so
Classic, which was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think Logan Webb got shelled, because I think he was tired from the fucking World Baseball Classic. But anyway, that's a topic for a different day. But no, I'm eager to see where they kind of put LA Knight with that whole segment. I read into a lot of shit. I'm just a fucking mark like that, dude. I'm always going to be a mark. And I am a guy that's like, oh, I caught that. I'm trying to be one step ahead, but it sucks being one step ahead for WWE because you don't want to spoil shit. But
yeah.
Also, I've done pretty good, like, muting a lot of, like, spoiler. I'm following a lot of, like, journalists, like WWE, like wrestling journalists, so I don't spoil shit. That's why I'm able to watch Raw for 3 days and not know exactly what's going on. To be honest with you, like, this week I was waiting so fucking much to watch the CM Punk promo, and I'm like, okay, all you're doing is just getting mad at Roman for calling you old. Like, Roman called. So CM Punk, okay, to put it back 3 weeks ago, CM Punk talked about Roman's dad being dead. I'm going to bury you next to your father. Ooh, right? I mean, that's fucked up.
But that's totally on brand for CM Punk.
Right. Well, I mean, Roman Reigns being who Roman Reigns is, where he don't give a fuck. He's the big dog. This is his yard, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but once again,
he called CM Punk old.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, okay, you're an old man. Let's see if Punk fires off a fucking promo. I'm glad to be old. I'm really glad to be old. Like, everybody's fucking glad to be old. Dude, like, fucking Joe Rogan's like 58 years old. Looks good for a fucking 58-year-old. Go look at 58-year-olds back in fucking 1994. I don't look like that. Like, look at the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls are playing fucking 20 years up. And, like, they were like, hey, okay, being old nowadays, it doesn't matter. That's what we're fucking getting pissed off about. Like,
it's so weird.
Like, it goes back to, I was watching the South Park today. Remember the South Park where it was a WWE South Park where they found out wrestling at school. They had wrestling at school and they thought it was WWE.
Oh God, no, I didn't see that. I didn't watch South Park for a number of years. So.
Oh, dude, you have to go back and watch it.
Okay.
So they go and show up to wrestling practice, and it's amateur wrestling. They're like, this isn't wrestling. And the wrestling coach is, yeah, this is wrestling. Like, they're like, where's the chairs? And, where's the drama? Blah, blah, blah. That's fake, but, it's hilarious. Well, then they turn it into, like, the opera, right? and it's Vince McMahon shows up, and Cartman plays this girl. Well, you got me pregnant. I had 14 abortions. Blah blah blah. All this stuff. It's like, okay, that's the trailer trash, crap that has sucked me into professional wrestling. Like, now you got dudes in 2026 going, "You're old." No, I'm not old. You're old. Like, what are we doing here, man? Like,
it's
this
the
guy just told you he's gonna bury you next to your father, and you're just like, you're fucking old. Like, what? You talk about TikTok and fucking all that shit. Just old man.
The better thing would have been like, it's someone I think it's Triple H said to him, "You're straight edged, and why do you look like you one of the God? What did he say? Straight edge, but you look like one of the Dixie chicks or something like yeah." Like, makes the fact that he's straight edge shit, he looks old as fuck. But there's a way you could do it better than just you're old. Like,
there's one where it's Stone Cold. He's the Raw GM for the night. CM Punk goes up to him. He goes, "Steve, aren't you on the clock? Should you not be drinking?" And he's like, "Okay, okay." And then he's like, Can you pass it? Can you pass a breathalyzer test, Steve? He's like, "I can pass this foot up your ass." It's like, dude, it's hilarious. Like CM Punk, like, all right, Roman, Joe, go in, because he called you not Samoan. So
that's almost that. Like,
he goes, Samoa Joe. Calling you Samoan is, or calling you Joe is disrespectful to my friend Samoa Joe, which isn't even Samoan. You know what I mean? Like you were getting fucking punked, and all you're doing is you got your cousin.
That's God. It's back to the suffering succotash thing back in the day. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, but it's fucked up because Roman's gotten pulled out. I mean, the fuck.
Absolutely.
And I love Roman. Like, dude, I love the Tribal Chief. Like, it's, but like, dude, I'm sitting here going, what the fuck, dude? You're getting bodied by like CM Punk, which is like expected, but Roman's cut good promos over the past couple of years. Like, there's got to be something more than, no, you're just old.
It's a misstep, but it happened.
Like,
so
they're like, well, I mean, it's just like this week. He's like, CM Punk's like, "I'm proud to be old. If you guys don't like me being old, then let me hear it." And everybody's like, no, and it's like, what are we doing here? Like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah.
Cool. You're old. Sweet. Get it.
Who cares?
Whatever. I don't care.
We're old.
Yeah, where everybody's old. It hurts everywhere.
Yes.
Sucks. Your wife doesn't look old.
No, she hasn't aged at all.
Fuck no, she hasn't. She's not a great. I don't know, dude. I don't think she's a great wrestler. I hope Becky goes over.
Not.
So it's gonna be her and Becky for the women's.
She was a good character. She's a good character, not a great wrestler.
She was. I think we talked about this on the last podcast. She was a shining beam in a division that was littered by Caitlyn's, Michelle McCool's, Layla's, and yeah, I think that was pretty. I mean,
that's pretty much it back there.
Natalia was, great. She's never got her flowers, and she needs a fucking run, man. I'm
she
sick and tired of this shit.
She's had more matches than anybody in WWE history.
She's been there for fucking 20 years. Joe and I met her at the fucking at the Perkins on the south side.
No shit.
Oh yeah, we met the Usos, Tyson Kidd, Mark Henry.
That's hilarious.
Mark Henry asked me where the best strip club was, and I asked him on Twitter. I asked him on Twitter. I was like, "Hey, did you go find the lumberyard?" And he sent me a DM. He's like, "Don't talk about that on Twitter. My wife follows me and blocked me." Like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
I'm still blocked to this day. I'll screenshot and send it to you guys. It's like,
that's hilarious. Fuck? All right,
I'm Mark Henry, but no, we've done this for about 50 minutes, and that's my gripes. I told you I got a lot of things I want to go on my chest. Guess what, CM Punk, you're old. You're old. Sorry, you're old.
He is.
Who cares? I mean, awesome. Good for you. Figure it out. Seth Rollins, Triple H, figure out your booking shit, because the whole fucking masked man with the fucking black hoodie sucks. I'm sorry. It fucking blows. God,
it's spade.
I'm fucking complaining. I'm here to complain today, JT. Pissed off.
That's America now, so.
I'm pissed off. I can't wait to complain about wrestling tomorrow.
And still watch.
But I'm not going to, because guess what? My boy Zack Ryder is on SmackDown. At least they keep him on one brand. And hopefully he gives Randy Orton one of his things. Which, by the way, before we end this, Cody Rhodes is turning heel, right?
He's got to at some point. Like, what are we doing? Like,
he's got to do something.
It's just you can't keep. Eventually, it's going to get stale, and you can't have that guy get stale.
It's been that bag of chips that's been open for 3 weeks in your pantry. It's stale. I mean, it's like they taste good. They taste good.
Yeah,
don't have. They taste good when you don't have much.
But this is what happened in AEW is they didn't change anything with them, and then eventually everyone's like, meh, I don't fucking care anymore.
Bring his. You know what? If you really want to turn him heel, bring his wife into it.
Oh God, no.
She's a bitch. Well,
I don't know. She's just not good.
I mean that in the most sincere way. Like, she is such a bitch. Like, she's just a. I don't know. I don't mean that in like a bad way. But like, I know she's a heat generator because she's so fucking dumb.
She's like Vicky. What they tried to make Vicky out to be, but Vicky was actually fucking great. Though.
But Vicky was
fucking amazing.
I think Cody's wife is like actually like that's how she is.
Just bad, and she's not a bad person, but it just when you see things that don't fucking work, they don't work, and that's fine. Realize, hey, this
that's
ain't working.
That's why she would be so awesome. Like,
maybe
bring her in there for heat. Get those fucking guys. Get those marks like you and I just like. Fuck this. Fuck Cody. Get her off my screen. You know, things like that. But then it's like, man, she's pretty good at her job.
Yes.
Like, she knows what she's doing. Like,
absolutely.
He's turning. Hopefully Randy beats him because I think he's going to. And we can speculate this for the next 3 weeks because WrestleMania is not till May this year. It feels like May. It's not. It's at the end.
It used to be like the last weekend of March. Then it was April. Now we're in freaking May. Okay.
Oh, dude, it sucks, man, because WrestleMania, I love pizza. Here's a little fun fact about me, audience. I love pizza. I love Papa Murphy's pizza, and I love We Will pizza. And I love getting pizza for WrestleMania. And the fact that it's 2 nights is like a double dose of pizza for me. And I'll get a pizza for both nights. And then fucking when I saw the date, I was like, come on, man. Like, I really want pizza right now. Like, I want this tradition.
Speaking of that, go ahead.
No, the first time my wife watched WrestleMania with me, we were dating. I lived in Yankee. I lived with my mom's. I was just out of college, working full time, and it's when the Hardy Boys came back.
Oh, geez! Oh, that was so fucking awesome.
We're upstairs in my room, and I've got this big 60-inch TV from college left over, and it's just a small little fucking 12-by-12 bedroom, right? Again, I live with my mom. Man, I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, and I've got Papa Murphy's pizza just sitting behind us. And I was like, "You're not gonna believe this!" Like, she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy? What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm jumping up and down. The pizza's flying everywhere. I'm pissed off. The pizza's getting everywhere. I'm jacked up. The Hardy Boys are back. My wife's like, thank God she's with me today, dude. And then, you know what's funny? She loves those traditions. Like, she's like, you know, now that we have boys, but even before we had the sons, like, she's like, wrestling's on tonight. Like, pay-per-views. I do it for pay-per-views. And so she's like, you know, she's like, wrestling's on tonight. Are you getting pizza? And I was like, yeah.
Yep.
For sure. Have to.
Papa Murphy's is really good too. But that leads me into
I'm just a fat ass and I just eat the toppings off.
I just started making my own pizza recently, shredding my own cheese that I buy from Graziano's, and it's so good.
Oh, you Southsider. You little Southsider, you.
I went to Dowling. I knew everyone on the South Side because they're all Catholic. So yeah. But no, oh man, you led me to one of my rants. One thing I'm getting really tired of with AEW, I don't need a 6-hour pay-per-view.
See,
I only have so much time to watch. I get it. Counter program with other stuff, the Oscars and shit like that, but come on, man, help her brother out.
See, you know what's funny about you and I on that aspect is that when I see a 6-hour AEW pay-per-view, I actually get pretty jacked up for it.
Oh God.
Because I'm like, dude, that's 6 hours of great wrestling. Now,
exactly, but
I understand what I'm getting into. Like, I can't watch it fucking. I just can't, because I'm an East Side soap opera WWF junkie where like I need story and MJF going, I'm the GOAT, not you, Kenny Omega. I'm like, dude, I need I need that Cartman shit where I had 13 abortions. I need that in my life, and WWE gives me more than that.
Yeah.
Than AEW does. But when I see a 6-hour 6-hour AEW pay-per-view or just any AEW pay-per-view, I get so fucking invested because they do put on great wrestling.
Their pay-per-views are just like, holy shit, this is amazing. Like, yeah, MJ versus Kenny Omega, was amazing.
But it's wrestling.
Exactly.
You're looking for wrestling.
Yes.
I'm looking for sports entertainment.
That's fine. That's where we differ, and that's fine.
But here's the funny thing: is at the end of the day, I still love to watch wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love when AEW comes on Revolution.
Leo Rush is apparently Golem now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
The way he moves is almost not human. It's really creepy, and that's what he's going for. And Leo Rush can fucking move, dudes. But it's a little bit much for me. It's not quite the Brian Pillman Stone Cold, which was the worst thing ever. But it's got okay, maybe we should tone it down a little bit, but it's not for everyone. But I'm glad he's getting over. So
yeah, but you know what, dude? They're saving grace, to be honest with you. It's MJF. MJF is they're saving grace.
Yeah, I'd also say Hangman's there, Omega's there.
Hangman's not wrestling right now
for a minute, but yeah, Swerve. Everyone overlooks Swerve. Swerve carried the company when MJF wasn't there.
Yeah, but Swerve is what Swerve is. He would be I don't know. I'm trying to.
That was a miss by WWE letting him go.
Trick Williams is what Swerve would have been.
Yep, and then you've also got Toni Storm. Still,
she's hurt.
Yeah, well, that's people get hurt. That's fine. That's part of the business. Unless you're Pac, you're always fucking hurt.
I know. All right. Well, we can get into. We'll text each other because I really want to know what's going on with Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't. That's kind of weird to me too. I don't have any answers on that.
But it's the same thing. It's like Rusev. Rusev comes back to WWE to be honest with you, now you know what? It kind of makes sense. He's putting over Obafemi.
Rusev and Andrade Idolo are two guys that are just
I love Andrade.
Whatever. Andrade's been better now than he's ever been before. Now that he can be on TV without breaking rules that he shouldn't be on TV. But
you know what? And getting his number, taking selfies with girls, dude. I love it, man.
That's awesome.
But he's a playboy, dude. They should put him as the fucking Mexican nature boy. It doesn't really make sense right now. After him and Charlotte, but make him the Mexican fucking nature boy. That'd be hilarious.
That's the best time to do it. That's the best because it's wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what's going on here, so
yeah, it'd be hilarious. But all right, I think that's good for tonight. Thank you for our listeners and our subscribers. Joe, if you're watching, love you, brother. Be safe out there. Give my best to Mark and JT. Good luck with the meows.
We'll see what we can do. I'll see you next week or when we see you again soon.
All right, bye, meow.
Share shots and chokeholds.